going to play that again. I'm going to play it again because I like it. Okay, I did it. Cool. Thank you so much for being here on a Saturday. I'm trying to do things a little bit differently. I know that I got a lot of feedback that you guys said you wanted to see it on Saturdays than Sundays. So we are here with Ebony Locke from 757 Notary Sisters. She is the founder. She's also the CEO of Ebony Mobile Notary Services. So I wanted to give you guys a couple of updates. Okay, so the first thing is give shout outs to the graphic artists that are doing my cartoons. His name is Alejandro. His information is down below. So if you want to talk to him about cartoons and stuff like that, he's your guy. The person that did the YouTube channel, her name is Shanae. She is amazing. If you want to get to her and do YouTubes and vision boards and all that stuff, she's your person. Her information is down below as well. So with that being said, I have a lot going on. Apostille training is coming. It's going to be a master class. It's going to be a 3-part class across 6 weeks, starting on August 21st. So if you're in my Facebook group, I will be posting that on Monday. And then also my texting platform, which I have not included. So with that being said, we're going to get started with Ebony, and we're going to do it live. We're going to do it live. I'm in a good mood today.
Uh-oh. Hello, everyone.
How are you?
Hi, yo, this is dope.
No doubt, no doubt. So I'm going to, you know what I do? I'm going to give you the stage, introduce yourself, say hi to everybody, and we'll get started.
All right.
Cool.
All right, you guys, my name is Ebony. I am located in Chesapeake, Virginia, Hampton Roads area. I am the owner of Ebony's Mobile Notary Service, and I am the founder of 757 Notary Sisters, something that started off as a Facebook group and has built into an empire. I am here to be a resource in this notary community. If you guys know my journey, I have a nursing background, and I wanted a break. I wanted to do something different, and I found being a notary and a loan signing agent. I never thought that it was going to take me to the places that it has taken me, but this ride here has been amazing, and I'm trying to get everybody on the ride too. Man, what do I have going on? It's always busy with me. I am honored to be a guest up here because I remember when I started researching this in January of 2021, and I was following this very much so channel. And I was like, Ty is dope. Like, oh my gosh. I was just, just a big fan, a big fan, watched everything. I'm like, I love the energy. And I was like, one day I'm going to talk to her. One day. And one day I finally got up enough courage. And here we are today where we have built something. Things going on here. I offer 15-minute discovery calls if you were in your journey and you just need a few tips and tricks. I offer one-on-one sessions. They are $55 each, and I can build it into a package deal for you. I am the notary networking expert. As you guys know, I love doing networking events. I love people. I love talking to people. So I normally do a brunch, and then I do a virtual. I did not do my brunch this month because y'all escalated on these brunches, and it was just so many. I was like, let's give the people a break and let y'all do the brunches. I will be in New Jersey this Saturday for the Tri-State meetup. Ain't that right? I'll be with you. Yes.
Sorry, I had to come back and say
yes, come back. Yes. So that will be this Saturday. I hope y'all grabbed y'all tickets. And again, being a fan, I am so excited to meet the Mr. Victor Chambers. I cannot wait because I was watching him too. So I'm excited about that. Then from there, September the 12th, if you guys are on YouTube, I know y'all are, Jerron Akeem will be with me. And We are talking about how do you hold that 9 to 5 and still be a successful signing agent. I am trying to be a resource to everyone at their places in life. Some of us do hold 9 to 5 jobs and still trying to figure out this notary thing. Let's get it. Let's holler at him. See how he's doing it. And last but not least, October 9th and 10th, the Ultimate Notary Conference right here in Norfolk, Virginia. So for now, Ty, let's rock this out. Let's chit chat. Come on through.
Yeah, so you have a lot going on.
Always.
Going on. A lot going on. So I met you officially, right, in Virginia Beach for my first speaking event. I was nervous as hell, but it was awesome. People showed up, right? Griff, the party person, is it party people?
Hey, party people.
Griff and I, it was awesome. You did an amazing job, right? And I will have to say that you have inspired me because you've done a lot, right? You've created your own Facebook group. You're doing your businesses, you're mentoring, you're coaching, you're doing all those things. So when you first started, right, was your intent to be where you are right now and influencing others to be as great or greater?
Man, when I first started, I just wanted a BBL. I lost 100 pounds and I was just trying to get this skin tight and right. And I was just looking for a little side hustle to do this. And through the journey, and everybody's journey is so different. And I'll definitely tell you, I went through so much. I was like, oh, I don't know, this it's not for me. I was just looking for a side hustle. And ultimately, I ended up getting a business coach. And that definitely changed my vision. It changed everything about where I thought I was going to be. I never thought that I would not be I'm still a nurse. I'm always going to be a nurse by heart. But I never thought that I would not be the one hustling and bustling in a hospital 5 to 7 days a week, taking care of patients. I always thought that this is where I'm going to be, and this was just going to be a side hustle. And I wouldn't trade it in for the world. I don't want to go back to the nursing field. I'm there a little bit, but I don't want to go back. I want this to be my empire.
So are you doing nursing as you're doing loan signing too? So do you have a full 9 to 5?
No, I returned that. No.
So you're strictly loan signing. Do you do any general notary work?
Oh, I love general notary work.
Would you pick general notary work over loan signing?
Absolutely not. No, I would not. Why? General notary work can be complex, give or take what you're doing. So, when you're doing the POAs, those are intense. So people have to, you want to go out here and use your stamp, but you have to know how to use it wisely. And you're really, really dealing with someone's life when you're doing like POAs or wills and trust and things like that, or separation agreements. Those can be, it's nice because it's money now, but the way you're affecting those people's lives and their livelihoods. And even though in a refinance, it can be the same thing with these loan documents, but when you're dealing with a power of attorney or advanced medical directive, we're talking about life or death. When I die, I want my assets to go here. And I'm the one that's stamping that approval. So I don't take that lightly. And I'm glad that I have the medical background, so I know exactly what I'm stamping versus a person who does not have that medical background. So I do general notary work for sure, but I don't take it lightly.
So then why would you choose loan signing over general notary work?
And
are you a loan signing system?
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a loan signing system student. I did go to the conference and I did learn a lot, and it was amazing. I had fun in Vegas.
Okay.
But why would I choose loan signings? They're fun. And I like to see people's houses. And I like to see the numbers. Like,
okay.
I'll be like, okay, you better get it for this 6,000 square feet. I love it. I mean, once I done took tours of people's homes, they be like, oh, let me show you this.
Yeah.
And, and then with loan signing, it's not a serious matter because a lot of my general notary work is a lot of POAs and it's really serious. They're trying to figure out their stuff for mom and dad versus a simple refinance where, they're just trying to cut their mortgage payments down or something like that, or they're buying a new home. And it's, the environment is more relaxed.
Okay, so, I have a slew of questions, right?
Go for it.
So, because you choose loan signing, right? And because people are coming into this industry, they don't know, I don't want to say they don't know Adam from Eve, but they don't know where to go, who to go to, what training classes to take, if I'm supposed to have this type of stamp. Like, there's so many plethora of questions, right? When you started in the game, what did you do to get started? Did you go to the NNA and did that whole process? Did you go to your Virginia Secretary of State? Like, what did you do to start the process? And did you have anybody to help you when you first started?
So when I first started, it was a simple YouTube. It was just a simple, where did I go? I YouTube side hustles. Loan signing, a notary public loan signing agent came up and it was, let's jazz it up. That's what the girl's name was. So I watched it and she had a couple of different side hustles and loan signing agent was just one of them.
Okay.
So then from there, I said, that's the one that caught my attention. So then I Googled or YouTube loan signing agent and I came across Vanessa Terry. I liked her because number one, she was in Virginia. So I was like, okay, let me take her course and see what this is about. And then from there, I went, she said, go to the Secretary of State. So I went to the Secretary of State and then I went to the National Notary Association. I went and did everything through the NNA, took the signing agent course, took her course over a weekend. Like I was so serious about this. Took it, like people be like, oh, I've been in her course for 2 months. And I'm like, whoa, did I do it wrong? Because I took it over a weekend. But I like to learn. So if you give me a task, I'm going to research, read it, and all of that. So I did start with that. I learned, I want to know what can I and can I not do in the state of Virginia? What how many states can I be commissioned for? So I just started from there. And it was definitely, I was on my own. And that was one of my things. And then Clubhouse was recently new. So one day I was like, okay, I wonder if I type in this search bar notary in Clubhouse. And lo and behold, there were all these rooms. And the one that got me was the notary room. So I started going in there. And I'm not scared to talk to anybody. I don't care. And especially with it being audio only, it was so easy. I was going up to that stage.
Yeah.
I was going, hello, my name is Ebony. What are y'all doing? Because, I kept hearing all these testimonial stories. I'm making $10K a month and I'm doing this. And I'm like, hey, how y'all doing that? Tell me what's going on. What am I doing that I'm supposed to be doing? Because now at this point, I done spent a lot of money. I done bought everything that I needed, everything that I did not need. And I'm still like, all right, I got to go to work. Like, what is this?
Right.
And finally, I was able, through Clubhouse, I was able to obtain a business coach, and then the pieces came together. And from there, that's when things were escalated. But as far as being a notary, I had that down pat because I had took Vanessa Terry's course. I had went through the NNA course. I had went and did my research on my state laws. I had been doing practice signings. I knew I didn't want to be the person out there that was posting and there's so many Facebook groups. I didn't want to be the person out there posting a document and where do I sign? No. Let me find out where I'm going to sign. There's too much information out here. There's too much research out here that I can learn on my own. But I had to put the pieces together. And that's what really, really escalated me to the next level.
Interesting. Very interesting. What's your Facebook group? Notary Sisters, plural or singular?
Plural, 757 Notary Sisters. Yeah, how you typing down there?
Bobbin?
Oh.
Bobbin?
Oh. I was seeing how y'all typing. There we go.
Yeah. I'm about to get to all of them. Okay. So you started your journey, and I will tell you, for loan signing for myself, I particularly don't care for it. Me personally, I would rather do general notary work because the overhead of printers going down, toner, paper, all that stuff, it's extra overhead that I have to account for as I'm running my business, right? Versus just taking my stamp and loose certificate should the statement on the document that I'm supposed to be notarizing isn't correct. That's all I got to do, right? Because I feel like loan signing, not to downplay it, and it's good money, it's quick money. But if you're coming into this business new, which is what we're referring to, a lot of people see it as a side hustle, right? I'm going to go, not saying that it's like a McDonald's, but if I were to go in McDonald's, I flip some burgers, I go home and I don't have to worry about nothing. But as a loan signing agent, once you start taking money, right? Or once you start putting out money or you start servicing the community, that's a business. It's a business. And people, when they get into loan signing, they don't understand it's just not about the stamps, not about the printer. All that stuff is good. But how are you going to be able to maintain, know your taxes, know how much you're supposed to be expensing, what you're supposed to be expensing? Do I get an LLC? Do I stay as a sole proprietor? There's so many things that people don't understand getting into this business. So for me as a loan signing agent, because I am one, I think it's important not only just to know your state laws, but also to know if this is a business that I want to create as an entrepreneur. Because while everybody is sleeping, you working.
Right.
If the phone ringing, when the phone ringing, that's money on the line. So let me pick up the phone, right? So you got a business coach. I got a business coach. If someone new and they don't want to go to a Facebook group, they don't want to get a mentor or a coach, is a business coach the best way to go?
That's the only way I know.
Why?
Because I didn't get past, it wasn't like I had a lot of things to try out. I was not succeeding. Before. I got a business coach, and that's how I found out the same thing that you just said about, okay, I didn't know that there was going to be these taxes and that you have to have business formation and was getting an LLC and an EIN and doing the business credit. I didn't know any of that. And once I put all those pieces together and I understood that, okay, this ain't a side hustle. I'm building an empire. Like, wow, like that just floored me. And it took me a while to take it seriously. Trust me, my business coach was in my behind. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? The words that's coming out of my mouth, you're not taking serious. Because I wasn't. I was like, I'm a nurse. Like, I was just, this is just a side hustle. But then finally the light clicked on, and it was through her words and through me still, because even though you saying it to me, it's not that I'm not trusting you, but I'm going to also research it. And once I researched it and I understood exactly what I was doing, that being a loan signing agent isn't just a side hustle. And when they're saying, yeah, you got to pay taxes quarterly on this money, or they're saying that you need to have an LLC and an EIN and a business bank account, there's reasons for things to be in place. And I understood that, then I was able to take off and be successful.
Okay. So for me, I got a business coach, right? And I think it's important to understand your business structure. I think it's also important to understand what you should and should not expense. I think it's also important that you understand what you're supposed to be doing and when you're supposed to be doing it. Because I think a lot of the times we can just wait for that phone to ring and, okay, we got the signing. Now we're going. Okay, cool. We did the signing. We made some money. If I'm going with Notary Go, which I push them a lot, which I'm not pushing them no more, but Notary Go pays $60 in New Jersey. Okay, let's think about that as a loan signing agent. Will that pay for a toner replacement? It will not. It will not. It will not. Right. So for me, it's like when you're trying to build your business structure, when you're trying to put all of this overhead, you really have to understand how much money you want to make. If you want to get out of your 9 to 5, you have to truly understand, okay, if I do this particular company, if I make $150, all I need is one signing each week and I'm good. I've got, you know what I mean? But a lot of people don't see it that way. They just say, oh, I got my commission, I got my EIN, I got my da-da-da-da, and all that's good. Know your state laws, but listen, running a business is crazy. And loan signing in itself is crazy.
Yeah, 100% agreed. And yeah, I Notary Go ain't sent me. I have to hit them up. They ain't sent me nothing in a minute. And do I take them? Oh, okay.
They moved to, listen, you know what I mean? I'm going to call. They, not to derail, but I called and apparently they're moving to a different server. So it's no longer notarygo.com. It's pro.notarygo.com.
Oh.
Right. So now for like 2 or 3 weeks, they've been down. Now they're coming back up because now my phone is starting to ping. So like my my background check, my E&O is out of pocket. So when I try to click on the mobile thing, it says, oh, it's out of order. Well, they've been down. So hopefully by Sunday they'll be back. But,
okay. Yeah.
$60 though.
Yeah.
In Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same. It was $60. And then I found out, I'm like, who are they sending me signings through? And then I found out that, oh, well, I don't need Notary Go because I'm direct with your vendor. So I go with that too. But as far as like taking, I know a lot of people talk about lowball signings or I'm not taking nothing for 75 and whatnots. It's not that I don't take crazy lowball signings, no. And I'm not traveling 100 miles. People are saying that. And I don't know if I'm just blessed or whatnots. I cover, if you live in Hampton Roads, we got 7 cities. And I cover all 7 cities. And they're not ridiculously out of pocket gone.
So 7 cities in Virginia?
Yeah, well, no, it's just the 7 cities that I cover. And that's what it's called. Like Hampton Roads is a combination of 7 cities. That's what they call the Hampton Roads area. Okay. And then everything else is, I don't know what they call it. Like, then that would be like Richmond and further away. I don't cover those areas, so to say, but I cover the 7 cities around Hampton Roads. And I'll take a signing for $75 and I don't have to go far. One of the signing services that I work for or whatever, I'll hit them up on a weekly basis and be like, what do you have? Let's just, forget the whole email and I got to respond back. You know that I'm dependable. I've been working for you. Let me get 5 of those $75 signings. And they'll be like, all right, Ebony, you want to go to this city, and this city? Yeah, I got you. And I'm going to scan them back. I'm going to do whatever it is that it takes. So that's $75 times 5. Those 5 signings is already on my books and out the way. Then my directs, I make sure that I keep a relationship with them. And I got a day of the week that I may call direct client A. And hey, what you got on your books this week? Do you need me to come into the office? I can give you this day from 10 a.m. to 2. Or either I can take your 5 p.m.s to 7. So I build those relationships. And I had to learn that I got to open up my mouth. A closed mouth doesn't get fed.
Facts.
And that's how I get a lot of my business. And I have, I write down little tips and tricks. So if you guys are in my Facebook group, I just had the direct. I did something direct and it was a new girl in there and she was pregnant. She the one that gave me the documents that I had to pick up. I had been direct with her, but I had never seen this young lady. So the next day when I went to go drop off the documents, I took her something for her baby. And they were so impressed. The next day they were like, hey, what's your schedule for next week? Perfect. Wide open for you. What you got for next week? And that's how I make, my money, I guess,
So is most of your money from direct or is it a combination from direct?
It's a combination. I can't even.
So would you, for me, I would, because I have both direct and signing services. I think having both is awesome. I don't think you should just stick to one, but I do. Before I got direct business, the signing services were keeping me busy.
Yeah.
I was making the money, but you can make more if you go direct.
Right.
So what is your opinion? Does it matter or is it just a choice of what direction to go into?
It doesn't matter for me. It doesn't matter. I just want to build relationships with people because some of my signing services pay me the same as direct. Yeah. You know, I'm not going front. Like, some people say that they get paid $300 and $400 a signing. I have never. The most I've got paid was $250. All of them are not $250. It's not consistently at that. Have I gotten paid? I know one direct that's also with a bunch of signing services that is automatic scan backs on Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. Yes. So that's going to be a higher fee for me, especially when your packages come at 180 pages and I got to print them times 2.
See, this is my thing. Because and I've always said this, there's no governance over signing services, how they do their fees, if they want to take the money, if you mess up, etc. Right? But there is an independent contractor agreement that I don't know if most of us read or not. But I think a lot of the times when we do these scan backs, a lot of people don't do scan backs because it takes a lot of time. You want more money, etc. But I don't think it's personally fair. And I'm going to go on a rant. I don't think it's personally fair that one, you don't know how many pages you're getting. Now, SnapDocs, I think, tells you, the amount of pages.
I think so.
Or signing order? But for me, it's like, I don't know, man. I think that, one, you should know how many pages you're getting. 2, if you know it's going to be a surplus of pages, why can't you raise that fee? Because you're getting what, $300, $400, $500, whatever they're getting. And then that company who's the middleman gets their overhead, their costs, and then you get the residuals. That's pretty much what it is. You're getting the residuals, right? So when you're doing your scan backs, I've done scan backs for like $40.
Oh, shit.
200 pages. Ebony. Yes. And I said never again. But now when I get them, I raise my price like $100. I've yet to get accepted. Yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I refuse. Unless you want me to do this, you are going to pay me.
Well, see, and then I like scan backs. I like scan backs. A lot
of people don't take them.
Right. And I don't get it. I like scan backs because I can see my errors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing for my scan backs. But I can't take 6 scan backs in a day. And then you be like, oh, we want them within 2 hours of the signing. No, that's not going to happen. So, I'm kind of cautious. And then with experience, I've learned the companies that need scan backs on what days. Oh, okay. I know if I take a signing with Notary Go on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, they're going to want a scan back. So I need to be easy. And I know who you go through. And I know that package is big. Versus if I take a signing through the closing group on a Monday or a Tuesday. Okay, I don't have no scan backs. Or if I go through another company, and I know that as long as it's not a second property, like these are all things that you'll learn on your journey. If it's not a second property, it's not going to be a scan back. So give me all of your first times so that I don't have a whole bunch of scan backs. I can take 7 appointments in a day. So, but these are all things that you'll learn by working and building relationships with these companies. And even when I call, I'll even ask, how many pages is the packet? And even if you don't know, they might be like, oh, approximately 150 pages. And say I get the package and it's 200. I might mess with them. It's not that I'm not going to do it. I'd be like, yo, you're wrong. This package was 200 pages. And, and it might be, oh, I got you the next time. And they do. So then I'll get another sign in and maybe that one was for 150. It was 200 pages. But now you're sending me another one. It's 99 pages and you paying me $200.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but I got you. And that's what you got to just build those kind of relationships. I'm talking to everybody. I'm in everybody's business. What you doing this weekend? And then when I call you the next week, how was your fishing trip? Did your mother-in-law come? And I don't know if it helps, but it seems to, because my phone stay ringing and I'm getting it done.
So, okay. You're an extrovert, in my opinion, right? So you're very just, happy. You're in the faces. Let's do this. Okay, if we can't do it, it's cool. On to the next one, right?
Right.
Where some people could go into a title company for the first time, shy, and I'm reading the notes, right? Shy, or comments, and they go in and it doesn't go as they think. That could dissipate their entire journey because of that one title company. So, or lender. So what would you tell someone that's new, that's trying to get that direct business, and they get a no? How can you transition that no so it doesn't just take over them and like, oh, well, forget this. I don't want to do this shit no more. I'm out.
Yeah.
What would be your inspiration?
My inspiration is turn that no into a yes. Yeah. One no don't stop the show. Keep going. They're not the only lender. They're not the only title company. Let's practice together. And that's what I'm here for. You come at me and say, hey, I went into this company and I bombed it. Okay, well then let's practice. Let me be that person and tell me what you're going to say to me, and let's break that down. And let's see what we can do about it. So that when you go back or when you go to a different one, you go with a different approach. You know, don't be nervous with me and don't be nervous with them. And so what if they told you no? Like, they're not the only one out here. I'm not on with Amrock. You know, everybody says a lot of stuff.
Or BankServe. Sorry.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, I'm on with BankServe. I can hardly catch those signings, but I'm on with them. But like, everybody speaks so highly of them, and they told me no. And it was because, you know, yeah, they told me straight up, you don't have a year in, you don't have enough signings under your belt. So I even went back like 6 months later, like, hey, I've got over 1,000 signings under my belt now. I'm more experienced and blah, 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 blah. And they still were like, it's enough. Oh, okay, no worries. I'll be back. No worries. I'll be back. So I just turned those no's into yeses. Eventually it'll be a yes because I'm determined. You want me on your team.
And that's the thing, right? When with there's so many people out there, I'm going to kind of segue. So there's a lot of people out there that says you sign up to 100 companies. And I think, I don't know if Miss Deborah is one of them or Miss Lisa is one of them, right? That says sign up to 100 companies. If you get 90 no's, right? You don't get no calls. You've been doing it for 30 days. You've signed up. You've called. You've been relentless in your approach. What would you tell someone? Would you tell them, hey, it could take another 30 days. It could take da-da-da-da. Like most people with businesses, they say that 5-year mark. If you get past that 5-year mark owning your own business, you're probably good, right? But people don't understand it takes time. Yeah. People don't know you. They have to trust you like you, right? Same thing with title companies and lenders. So if you get 90 no's, what do you do?
I'm going to go find me 90 yeses. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was told, yep, you know, Miss Lee, that was one of the first. I love Miss Lisa. She hit me with awesome. 100 and more, 100, keep doing it. And she was like, here go a list, here go that, do this, awesome. Like, awesome. And man, when I say she encouraged me, it was beyond. And I am still signing up for signing services to this day. Tonight, when I go to work, because, okay, yeah, you did ask me about work. I do work for a doctor that I worked with at a hospital. He owns a group home. And I'm not sure if I want to call this work. Don't ask me the name of it because I honestly do not know the name of the company that I work for. And that is so 100. My check, they were like, well, you get paid from. My checks are direct deposit. And the name that's on, it say ADP. I know I don't work for ADP. But I go in, I give the people they sleeping medicine. They go to sleep. I go to sleep. I make them breakfast. I go home. So that's what I do at this job. So I do stay up late, you know, trying to do this loan signing work. And what I normally do when I'm there, I'm continuing to sign up for signing services. Continuing. I don't know where my girl went, but I sign up for signing services. I sign up, every other day, every other weekend. Yeah, I'm still working my business. I call it, I'm still in the field. I'm not sitting on top yet, but I will be. And I don't know where Miss Ty went. There she go. Come on back. Come on
back. Coughing.
Oh, ain't no coughing.
Okay. Yeah, I know. So, Miss Lisa, so if you guys have not seen the interview with me and Miss Lisa Dunham, I think we went for like 2.5 hours. She dropped a lot of information. A lot of you are asking about the companies and all of that. We talked about that on the YouTube video. She's also in your group as well, right? So she posts information as far as 100 companies, different pages that should be notarized in a loan signing document, all that, right? So I would say if you're not in Ebony's group, please get in her group. Miss Lisa's everywhere trying to inspire and help other people. And Miss Deborah, I see you. You said you were not one of them that said sign up to 100. I got you. There's a lot of people that believe in signing to 100 companies. I guess for me, I'm just the oddball because I feel like when it's time for me to renew my E&O or it's time for me to renew my background check, or if I get a new business address or whatever, if I'm not in that business mindset to know, well, shit, if I sign up to 90 people, I probably should have a database to know, hey, I signed up to all of these companies. So when my time comes up to renew, I can go back to all of these companies. That's the only reason why I don't do it. Because it can become overwhelming, right? And then you're wondering, well, why am I not getting those signings? Well, hey, that 59th customer that you signed up with, you got to go find who they are so you can go update your information so you can start getting jobs. That's the only reason why I wouldn't do it. That's just me.
Okay. And I have everything on an Excel spreadsheet. So when
we'll talk about it.
Yes, when February comes, I'm just going back to my Excel spreadsheet. This spreadsheet, they even talked about it. And again, Excel spreadsheet came from my business coach. She the one that was like, you need to learn Excel because I did not know it. And I had to take a course. I had to figure it out. I had to learn it. And when it's time for me to renew my E&O and whatnots, I am going to have to go back from the beginning. And it's just going to be the same process over and over. Like I just established a business address because I thought that I could use my home address, in which that goes back and forth. Some people say I use my home address and it's fine. Ultimately, I made the choice to get a business address. And I'm going back now to update my address. So that they know that, hey, I've got a business address. But I use the Excel sheet. I use my Excel sheet for everything now. Mm-hmm. Like I use it for my personal life, for my bills. I use it in my business. I use it for everything now. And then when we were talking about money and finances and how the overhead costs, I got an Excel sheet for that. I already know I'm spending, because one day I'm going to get me a Brothers printer all in one once I find it. But right now I got this HP and that toner is running me $112. I've got it on my Excel sheet where I've masterminded it to where I'm buying toner every 10 to 12 days if I keep up the rate of signings that I have. So that is an expense that I'm covering. So I've got to take that out. So when I look at how much money do I need for the month? How much money does it take to cover my household? How much money does it take for my business to be successful? Because at the end of the month, I don't want my account to be zero because I've covered my household bills and I've covered my expenses. I want to make a profit. So I've got to be able to lay out the foundation to that. And it takes work. Like when we were talking about getting an assistant, yeah, I still need one, but I already know.
Ditto, but I can't afford it right now.
Right. Yeah. I need one.
400. So
yeah. I'm cheap. Right. Yeah, I'm still going through it. And like they say, the first year of business is not even that you really make a profit. Yeah, have I seen a $10,000 month? I've seen 2 of them. What do I have to show for it? This roof over my head, thank God, because some people are still, I haven't had to clock into a job. So I've been able to cover my overhead. I'm able to send my daughter to college when she shot me that text message and was like, oh yeah, I need $4,000 by next week. Like when I was working as a nurse.
It was fine, right?
No.
It wasn't?
No. I would have had to pick up like 90 shifts to be able to find that money. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, all right. I mean, I would have got it. True enough. It ain't like it wouldn't have happened. But I would have been worn out. I would have had to pick up so many nurse shifts and then going through COVID versus, okay, I'm running my business. So now I may know, okay, I need to hustle up. I need to make sure that these signing services, I need to make sure I pick up some direct clients because it's so much easier. Let me make that $150 to $200 in 1 hour versus being stuck in a hospital or somewhere for 12 to 16 hours just to make $500 in a day. because that's what it's going to math out to. But versus doing, I can do 4 signings. Let me start early. I'm done by noon. And then pick up some general notary work in between. Here you go, Cheyenne. And that's what I did. I just saved, I just took my general notary work and stashed it. And then I finally took it to the bank yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And just was stashing it away, putting it in a little plastic bag, and it was just sitting around the house.
Yeah, so I have so many questions, and I should have had my pen and paper because you hit a lot of things that I kind of want to hit. But there's a lot of chatter going back and forth in the comments in regards to Excel, in regards
let's hit
it. To Google. Let's see. Printer questions. Let me go back. So a lot of people agree with the 100 companies. Other people don't agree. Some people are underutilizing Excel and Google Sheets, but some people use it as a part of their business, right? So Angela, she was like, it's a slice of bread, keeps me on track. You said something about the business address, right? So updating your profiles, if you do sign up with 100 companies, et cetera, et cetera. What if somebody doesn't even have a business address or a virtual address? And I can go down a whole line with Google My Business, but I'm not going to do it. So right. Who's good for it?
I think
virtual address.
Okay, for the virtual address. I think it's highly it's highly recommended. I think it's important. One reason why, especially with running your business. So I'm gonna share a story. I do a newsletter every 2 weeks. I didn't have a business address. It was my address. I didn't realize that I had to put this information in. My address showed up at the bottom of my newsletter. Guess what happened next? Knocked on my door. Yeah. Or either people said, oh, I know where you live. Wait, time out. Wait, that's not good. But in the people that came to my door, they were looking for help. They were new signing agents, and they were just looking for help. But I didn't mean knock on my door. Or I certainly didn't mean that. But I helped them, and in which it was fine, but I can't have that. So having a business virtual address, number one, for that reason alone. Number two, I'm finding that it's important for business credit because your business has to have a location. If you're trying to go down that route, if you're trying to excel your business. I still struggle with the whole business credit. My goal, I put it on my vision board, was that I was going to do it, and I did it. I was like, it's little small trade lines, but I still was like, you gave me some credit. Thank you. And then I sat on it and was like, I'm not going to use it because I don't want to owe anybody. And then I finally made my first purchase, and I've just made my first purchase and I want to pay it off right now. I wake up with it on my mind. I'm like, no, Ebony, that's not how it works. Can you at least give it some time? So
that's awesome. First of all.
Yes. Getting a virtual address. Yes. Very important to your business. And yes, do I have to go back through my list and update everybody? I do. But then it also gives me a reason to connect with them. So yeah, it might be a company that I may have forgotten about because I did the 100 companies. So when I go back and I might be like, oh man, I haven't talked to ABC Signing Service in a minute. Let me go on the website, update my address, and then let me follow up with them. Hey, how you doing? It's Ebony. I haven't heard from you. Do you have any signings in my area? And if not, that's fine too. What area do you service? What area are you having trouble? Because then maybe I can put it out on my Facebook group and be like, hey, if you're in New Jersey, sign up for this company because they're looking for notaries in your area. And then that's me giving back to my community. And that's all I want to do.
So you turned it around. So basically, what you did is you turned a daunting task to a opportunity to revisit the people that you signed up maybe a year ago, maybe 6 months ago, to refresh their mind. Hey, I'm updating my address. Because technically you could just update your address and not talk to nobody.
Right.
You're taking the next level of turning that daunting task and say, you know what? Yep. Even though this is a daunting task, this is going to give me the ability to have them refresh. Okay.
Right. What else is in the chat? What's the best website to get a business?
No, why are you skipping? You can't skip around.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just reading.
You skip it around.
Hey, this one here.
Which one? Hang on. Let me see. Because they got some questions for you.
Let's see.
Market South. I really need to get my My business page going. Yes, I did a Clubhouse with Ben Fisher. That's going on a podcast. He dropped a lot of stuff. He was even looking at people's Google My Business pages live and telling them how to fix it. So that's coming. I've been taking my Excel. Yes. I can help you. What's the best brand? So we're kind of moving. We're moving. What's the best printer brands that comes dual to? Brother. Is Brother one of them?
Yeah, Brother, from what I hear, Brother 6200, Brother 6500. I want one. I don't have one. I got an HP LaserJet dual tray. Got it from Best Buy. And the toner,
Brother, but I don't know what kind it is. I think it's 200 or 720 or something.
The toner is expensive. You can't use a generic toner for that one. You only can use HP. So that's what I have, and yeah, I'm keeping it for now. There you go, Brother 6200. Somebody just said.
My Georgia notary says use an HP alternative for toner. I guess when you were talking about it's expensive, she's giving you somewhere to go for an alternative. I don't know, write it down.
I see it. But I got the other one. I got the 2.8. Mine ends in 2.8. It don't do it. I've been trying.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Hello, Ty and Ebony. Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, Miss Brenda.
I love it. Okay. So with the business address and virtual address, there's a lot of, I want to go back to that. There's a lot of people that says, I don't want to use my personal address, for the example, right? You don't want people showing up at your house. But where do we send people to go? Like I use UPS. UPS is my box.
Okay.
Some people do PO boxes or whatever, or go to like their local mail. But I go to UPS. I pay, I don't know, $100 and something every 6 months.
Damn.
It doesn't matter how many businesses I create. I could just use that one business address, and everything goes to that. Right? Okay. Yes, I use UPS. What do you use?
Yeah, I don't use UPS. I don't use UPS. I don't use a PO box.
So
I use right now. I'm using it's IncuHub. I'm not sure about how many locations they have, but if you are in 757, go to IncuHub. I pay $29 a month. And my name is on, like, if you go to that business, my name is there. Like, act like I have an office. I mean, it's virtual. Don't do that. Hold on. Let's see.
No, you know I'm going to do it.
Let's see. Let me see. I know INCUB. Good thing that I got a second screen. There it is.
Right. While you're looking. So a lot of people are talking about business credit. I may have to. I know you have someone that does business credit, but I may actually try to go find someone.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't school you on business credit because I just took the course too. And I'm gonna take it that if I press this, send a message. Where I put the message. There we go. Paste. Tell me if I did it. Did I do it?
To the private?
I don't know. It's a restream here.
No, I don't know. There's a private chat in the.
Okay, I see that too. I'll do that, and then you grab it from there. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
So that's where I know that there's one here in 757, but then Regis and Opius. Let me see. Maybe I can grab their addresses too. I know one of the notaries that I'm friends with. She said that she has Regis. I think it's Regis. Yeah, virtual office space. And I know the ones that I'm talking about can be a little pricey. They were saying like they are maybe about $70 a month. And I know that in my course that I took, they say that you don't have to have a business address right away. So maybe wait till you start, making some money and then invest in something like that. And then let me get Opius.
Now, there's some people now with Ben Fisher, right? As you're looking for that. Ben Fisher said for Google My Business specifically, virtual addresses may be an issue, but I'm gonna have to go back to that podcast because I'm gonna tell you right now, I have a UPS store, and like you should have been flagged already because that's not an actual brick and mortar, right?
Right.
So I don't know, man. I feel like Google's a little fickle.
Right.
I say, what's Sharika? I've missed you too. Hi, Queen.
Yeah, from what I understand, like you need to, like your business address needs to be like a physical address. Now, do I know? Am I 100% because I'm the guru of it? No, not at all. I'm learning. So, you know, I just got my my business address like within the last 30 days. Just got it. So I'm literally going through the process. And on my Google My Business page, it does not show my address. And I know a lot of people say that they have a lot of issues with Google My Business. I love it. Everywhere that I go, I Google myself. And normally 9 times out of 10.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
You want to know if you're popping up in those areas.
Yes. And I get business. Business. I'll go 20 minutes out, say if I'm at the mall. We have a mall called Lynn Haven Mall. I live in Chesapeake. Lynn Haven Mall is in Virginia Beach. I get to Lynn Haven Mall. I know that I'm getting ready to walk around with my daughter for a couple of hours. I Google myself when I get there. It has been multiple times that I've been there and somebody's picked up the phone. Hey, I'm looking for a notary. Where are you located? In Virginia Beach. Me too. I'm right here too. I'm on my way. So it works. Every time that I go to a signing, I Google myself. Everywhere that I go, other than when I go to work, because I know I'm stuck there for 12 hours when I go spend a night or whatever. But I Google myself everywhere that I go. It's like turning off the car. Before I turn off the car, real quick Google, and then go on about my business. And it works.
Interesting. Yeah, I think that making sure that you're in other places is important. Kind of like what Ben Fisher was talking about, having, like, if you have a website, have location pages, right? And those specific locations on your page for your website points maybe to a different county, right? Maybe you're doing a blog and you're, for me, Middlesex County, right? I know Middlesex County durable power of attorneys are freaking nuts crazy. I get business there all the time. Do a location page for Middlesex County talking about durable powers of attorney, right? So then when Google does their algorithm, they do their little things and people are Googling Middlesex notary near me, my blog will pop up for durable power of attorney, right? So I think that's important. But the virtual and the business address, I say, because Christina's one of them, right? Christina has a unique business name as well, but she's getting business from everywhere. It doesn't make sense. Where mine's a UPS, they haven't flagged me yet. So it just really depends.
Yeah.
I think they're fickle, but
yeah,
I mean, that's what it is. And
go with your personal choice. You go with whatever is best for you. I'm learning.
Yeah. LaTanya. So LaTanya, if you guys are not in the notary room with Ebony, LaTanya is the founder of that room on Clubhouse. Her and I are having a notary meetup next Saturday. Like Ebony said, she will be one of those speakers. Get tapped in if you're in Jersey. I use my personal address and haven't had any issues with building business credit as of yet. See, I don't understand, like, why some people do it this way, other people do it this way, and it works. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I can see why people are confused.
Yeah. And I think it's just something that it is what it is. And for me, it wasn't even about the business credit. I didn't want the people. I want to continue to produce my newsletter, but I don't want to continue to have the knocks at the door.
Yeah. Angela says, try to pick an area that's not overpopulated. The larger companies, such as banks, will ask if it's a virtual. Navy Federal did it to me. Interesting. So there's a lot of questions about business credit. I can't speak on it, y'all. So I'm not even going into it because I don't like giving information if I haven't researched it and applied it. So I'm going to find someone. Promise.
Oh yeah, gather. Business credit. Like I said, I'm just now taking the steps in it. I'm just now learning. A lot of this information is on YouTube. A lot of people offer courses and classes regarding it. So I don't know, who's right. I don't know who's wrong.
Yeah.
You just have to do what's best for your business. Like LaTanya said, she don't have no problem with using her. She got business credit. She can probably tell you more than me. I'm just geeked that I got a little Quill account and a little Uline account.
Yeah. So I'm going to put LaTanya on blast real quick. So LaTanya, we talked about what we should talk about as guest speakers. Maybe that should be one of your things. Just saying. Okay. Let's go back to loan signing because I know we've kind of gone all over the place and we're at the top of the hour. You want to stop? Keep going?
No, I'm good. I don't have to be at work till 7 p.m. and time to sign don't start for another 3 hours.
Oh, that's right. Time to sign. Okay. So we talked about the loan signing. We talked about how you got started. We talked about the 100 companies, right? We talked about the addresses, making sure that you have that. The other thing that I want to talk about is the mindset, right? A lot of people get in this business, and I think I alluded to it earlier. I can sign up. I've signed up to all these countries. I've signed up to all of these companies. Nobody's calling me. We turn that no into a yes. Okay, now the phone is slowly starting to ring, but you have another 9 to 5. Okay, so I'm going with somewhere. You have a 9 to 5. Okay, the phone's not ringing. Your mind is, yes, I want to get out of this 9 to 5, but how the hell am I going to get out of it if the phone isn't ringing? And I have to do this 9 to 5, and I have to get off of this 9 to 5, and then somehow go do some loan signings at 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Also do it at Saturdays and Sundays. So if your mind is invested of trying to get out of the 9 to 5, how does someone that has a full-time job be able to shift their mind and says, it doesn't matter if it's been 30 days, 60 days, I'm going to still keep pounding the pavement till I make what I need to make to get out of it? Because a lot of people say, well, I have a 9 to 5, or I have children, or I have XYZ. My clients like businesses during the day, right? Other people like it at night. So how can you coming into this know that those are just obstacles? If I want to get into it, I can keep pushing. But a lot of people get down and out, or they'll see a commercial that says you can make $10,000, $15,000. Okay, well, where's my $10,000, $15,000? I've been doing everything you said for the past 3 months. What's popping?
Yeah, you gotta change your mindset. I promise you, it is so much about mindset.
It's hard.
And it's hard. And if you follow Miss Ashley Cunningham, she is the GOAT with the mindset. You have to, but you got to believe in yourself first. And you got to know that, first of all, it's not easy. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to do this and it's just going to be so easy. You got to be prepared. Like, I was working when I started this. I was still working a full-time job, but I had to be ready to say, I've got to let go of all the background noise. My friends, I can't talk to you. It's nothing against you. It's not that I'm mad at you, but I've got to turn off every single thing other than trying to figure out a way to leave my 9 to 5, or for me, my 7 to 7. That's cool. I had to just change my whole lifestyle. If it wasn't about notary, if it wasn't about becoming a better business owner, if it wasn't about becoming a better person in me, then it wasn't talked about. I don't care about where we're going this weekend. There's no vacations. It was doing those signings at 5, 6, 7, and 8 o'clock at night. It was about doing those signings on Saturdays and Sundays so that when I could return my employment back to my employer, I was good. And I still wasn't good. Trust me, there was so many times that I was telling my business coach, yo, my phone's not ringing. I'm running out of money. I don't understand. Make it make sense. And she's like, you have to think bigger than that. You have to just continue to have the faith. And then, talking to Ashley, and she was like, it's going to come. You just have to continue to believe in yourself and breathe that positivity in your life, and it will be there. And that's what I continue to do every day. I tell people all the time, I take a dry erase marker and I write it on my bathroom mirror. Business will flow to me abundantly. Your business is successful. You are great. Every day you are the GOAT. And I tell myself that you can't tell me, you would think I was around here with $1 million company if you looked on that bathroom mirror. Like, 6 figures is nothing. Try 9. And this is all stuff that I write on my bathroom mirror. So like when I use the bathroom and I go wash my hands and we looking in the mirror, I can just read that stuff aloud back to myself. And there are days that I get discouraged. I just be like, you know what? I'm throwing in the towel. I'm throwing it in. And I get tired. And I tell people all the time, do it scared, do it tired. Even on my worst days. I think yesterday I was like, I got a headache. I'm going to bed. It was 7:30. It was 7:30. And I was just like, I'm done with the day. And it was just because it was one thing after another. And I was able to talk to a couple of people and they was like, welcome to the business world. And I was like, man, okay. But then I woke up, I took my little nap. I was up, of course, because I went to bed at 7:30. I was up at midnight twiddling my thumbs. And I was like, well, what do I do now? Work on my business. Right. And that's what I did. And then when I went to the bathroom, I was like, oh, that's right. You're the GOAT. Yes, you're number one. And it fired me up to go back and be like, girl, you got this. Do this. And then next thing you know, I looked at some emails and I was like, oh, your week is full next week. What are you tripping for?
Listen, I feel like this is my humble opinion. I believe that we were put on this earth for a reason. I believe everybody living has a purpose and a design and a vision. It is up to you to use your hands to create it, to manifest it. You get what I'm saying? Yep. At the end of the day, period, point blank. Because to me, ain't nobody going to take the money out of my mouth. If I had children, my children, right? Whatever. To me, only you. And I always say this, you can have the biggest cheering section. You can have everybody and their mama cheering for you. But they're not going to be able to put your foot in front of the other one for you to do what you need to do so you can be happy, have generational wealth, have all those things. And for me, I struggle with mental health, anxiety, depression, all of it. And when things don't go the way that I want them to go, Ebony, this is what I'll do. Well, what the hell am I doing this for then? This don't make no sense. I don't care. What is it for? But when it comes to a business, it's for you to grow. It's for you to learn. Because some people say, okay, I'm going to start a business. I got it. And then all the trials and tribulations they've been through, they think it's a bad thing. Nah, it's a good thing because it's preparing you for your purpose and for your vision as long as you move into it and you use your hands to create it. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, agree. Agree. Go back to your questions and did we get them?
No, there's no more questions. Everybody's saying great affirmations.
Oh,
dropping gems, right?
I be trying. Oh, yep. There we go. Leslie Dawson. Yep, that's the one.
We go snipping.
Oh, see, I'm just going by what's coming up on the screen.
Ebony's Facebook group, y'all. Let me put the caption back up again. It is 757notarysisters.com.
Well, that's the website, but 757 Notary Sisters.
Facebook, ain't it? Facebook group. Take off the .com.
Yeah.
It's the Facebook group, 757 Notary Sisters.
That's also a website too. Well.
That's facts. Yes, indeed. Okay. Do you guys have any other questions? So there was a question about Google Voice. Okay. So again, not to rerun everything that we've talked about, but we're at the point, we just did mindset, right? Mm-hmm. There's a question that came in about the phones. What kind of phone? Okay. For me, I have my business pay for my second line and my phone, right? I allocate certain amount of money. So I know, hey, I'm not pulling out of my own dividends. I'm going to pull out, right, to pay. Some people believe in Google Voice, but from my understanding, Google Voice forwarding is going to be going away. But would you do a second line? Or would you use like GoDaddy Smart Line? Okay. Some people have GoDaddy Smart Line. I think there's some other ones out there. Some people say, well, Ty, if their phone's ringing, if it, money's on the line. I'm like, yeah, but for me, I would rather know that if that number's ringing, I know it's money on the line. I don't want to have to be like, oh, is this a personal call or a business call? Everybody has their opinion, right? What's your thoughts on it and why?
So I have a second phone. I did that because I want to keep everything separate. I don't want my business and my personal to interfere with each other, period. I've got separate everything. Personal bank account, business bank account. Personal cell phone, business cell phone. My business cell phone, because I'm cheap, it is a little prepaid phone. I was looking for the cheapest little Android that I could find. The first one that I had did not, what is it called? I guess the server was a little slow. I am working my way up to getting the iPhone because I feel like I want my server to be a lot faster, or either maybe Apple just done got me from having the personal iPhone, and now I'm just like, well, I want my business phone to be an iPhone too. But it's coming, and I deserve it because my business is running. But in the beginning, when there was no money, yeah, this little Android phone has been just fine. It goes off. It gives the text messages. I do just fine with it. But I do want to keep it separate because when I hear that phone ring, that's money. When I hear this phone ring, it could be my friend Janae in Ohio that want to tell me about a bump on her hand. And yeah, I may not need to run and jump over a couch for that. So
I'm gonna put a spin in it. And this is no sly, but y'all know me, I'm gonna just put it out there. Okay, so you have a phone, it's a GoDaddy smartphone, or it's a Google My Voice or whatever. Okay. Say for instance, you're a sole proprietor, or you have not allocated your business name, right? You're just doing it as Ty Brown, right? But I know I have to do taxes. But if you're using a phone with GoDaddy SmartLine and you haven't delineated between what is my business phone calls, what is my personal phone calls, how are you going to be able to do that if you don't have two separate calls? Does that make sense? Two separate phones.
It does. How? I don't know. Because I got
to be a lot for you to go back and be like, okay, was this call? Do I have to expense this call, this call, this call? No, this number dedicated to this line, that's my business. I'm going to do X, Y, Z. That's the reason why I have two separate ones.
Yep. And I have it in my name, in my business name. I've even asked people when I call them what shows up, and they told me Ebony's Mobile Notary Service.
Yes. IHT Mobile. Yes. IHT Mobile Notary Services.
Yep. So it works. And I think what my thing is, it was $40 a month. And then if you pay online, they knock $5 off every month. So now I'm down to paying $30. That's a general notary job, a simple one. That pays my phone bill. And normally that's what I do. Like, what was it? I was just on the phone with my sister yesterday, did a general notary work. I had already went to the bank for the week, and I put the money in the bag. I said, oh, that's my phone bill right there. Boom, done.
So, and I see people saying about the smart line. So my question to y'all in the chat, if you have these lines, whether it's to make sure you're not, have too much expenses or whatever the case may be, how are you going to delineate from what is what? Is SmartLine going to tell you, hey, all of these calls are this, so all of those are your business? I'm just curious.
Yeah, me too.
Just curious. Okay, here's a question from More Laughter. Where do you suggest people get trained in loan signing if their learning style is to be in a live class virtually or in person? I'm a Virginia notary.
You ready? You ready? More laughter? Sign up for Time to Sign, 3 p.m. every first and third Saturday. I review these loan signing documents. We go over them. I provide you with the documents, $14.99 a month. There you go. That's one option. But there are several options for you to learn these loan documents. But since you asked, and I'm right here, Time to Sign. $14.99 a month. We review loan documents, and I got a special guest on there today. We are doing a New Jersey refi with Miss Ty Brown. So come and learn them. And then I'm going over some important documents, at least the ones that I feel to me, because again, I ask the lenders, the people that I work with, I ask them, what are the mistakes that you see notaries making? And they tell me. And that's what I want to focus on. So that's the best answer I can give to you. More laughter. I hope to see you at 3:00.
I like it. So a lot of people are talking about the smart line. You can set your smart line number up as a business line into your regular phone contacts and give us. Okay. Kimberly's like, yes, it does tell you. Awesome.
Okay.
If you get a separate phone, can you keep the Google Voice number? You cannot. I don't know. I don't think you can, because I don't know how that would work. because I think the Google Voice is tied to your Gmail, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me in line. Online on Saturday.
And so I'm not sure, but I mean, I am a techie, but I'm not sure. I've never had a problem. Cool. Jackie Ford. Okay. So we're at 12:15. Do you offer any type of coaching, one-on-one, mentoring? Are you doing a giveaway, or do you want to help somebody?
So I'm not a coach. I am not a mentor. Me and my sisters go back and forth about that word all the time. I am a pork chop. And what I do offer, a pork chop. Okay. That means I won't put the name to it because it feels like it's a lot of responsibility. And, and like I said, I'm going through the journey. I have no guarantee that my way will work. I can only show you the proven facts that I've done. This is what I've done. I've not recycled it. I've not done it twice to be like, okay, if you do this, this, and this, I can guarantee you this. So what I do offer is, one, the 15-minute discovery call, just to kind of see where you are. And then I will take Tuesdays and Thursdays, one-on-ones. They're 1-hour sessions, and we go and get you straight to where, let's look through where you are. Let's look through your list. Let's look through the things that you have in place. I'm going to tell you the different things that I've utilized in this journey. You go and do it, and then you come back, and then we discuss it. So we may spend an hour on making sure your Google Excel sheet or your Google Sheet is right, or your Google My Business page is right, that you're using the right words, that your website is running right. And are you Googling yourself everywhere you go? And then the next week you come back and you go, Ebony, I did do all of these things. Now I need to do this, or I signed up for these companies. So that's what I do offer. The one-on-one sessions are $55, and I do 3 sessions for $125 because I'm not taking a signing to give you that time. If I could do it for free and money would roll in, then I would. But I'm in lieu of not taking a signing, right? Because I got bills to pay. You see the lights is on. We got to keep that energy, those lights. So in lieu of taking a signing, I'm going to one-on-one with you, and we're going to go through this together. I'm going to give you all the tips and tricks that I may be using. And sometimes I'm not the answer, and I don't have any problem. Like when somebody said, oh, I want to be a apostille. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me get you this person. Like, I have no problem with outsourcing. If somebody tells me, hey, I want
person is me.
Right.
Still, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we know how you do. If somebody be like, I want a business coach, boom, let me get you this person, because I'm not the one with all the answers. I'll tell you who I took or whatever. I don't have a course for training to be a loan signing agent. So I'm going to just tell you, hey, this is the course that I took. And these are the people that I follow on YouTube, or these are the people who I don't follow anymore, and I'm going to give you every single tip, trick, and trade for that 1 hour, and we can do 3 sessions. And then when you say, Ebony, okay, I got enough from you, and I have
not charging. Are you charging or not charging? Are you charging or not charging?
I charge the $55 for 1 hour. Okay. Yes, $55.
I don't charge. I don't charge for because I don't. To your point, I say I'm a mentor and all that, but I'm not a mentor. I'm not a coach. I'm just me. I have gone and done my research, and I'm able to put it into something where, to me, it makes sense, whereby then you that are receiving it can receive it, right? But I may have to start thinking about that.
Yeah, because I'm not taking a signing.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I'm not taking a signing.
I have to look at it.
Yep. So that's what I'm not doing. So
yeah, so that'll be changing for me in the near future. But and that's another thing too. A lot of people, when they're new, they're trying to source who would be a good resource for them to get into this business. And I think for me, in my humble opinion, a lot of people get in this business just for the money, right? They see a unique opportunity. You have people coming into it, and it's kind of like fresh meat. Like, who can I get to purchase $700, $800, $900 course, and then you're not walking away with nothing. What I have learned is in doing this is, to me, don't waste my time. I don't want to waste your time, right? You can pay me the money, but if you're not going to invest the time to actually create a business, which is what I'm trying to help you do and understand, I don't want your money. You can keep it, right? Period, point blank. So for me, being people call themselves mentors and coaches, that's cool. But I feel like if you're really going to be providing your gifts, I call them gifts, your purpose and your vision to someone else, then make sure that they're invested just like you.
Right. Yep. Because I can spend an hour with you and I can tell you everything. But if you don't put those things into action, then you've wasted my time and you've wasted your money now. Because, and I tell people I am up at 4 a.m. working my business. There's so many sacrifices that you have to make to run a successful business. And you gotta make those sacrifices if you want to do this. And I'm making them.
I mean, you have to. I mean, I can't stress it enough. I mean, a lot of people get over the daunting task of I'm not getting signings, or I've been doing this and that and the other. And you have to pivot. You have to make, if loan signing's slow, there's so many plethora of other niches that you can get into, that you can start researching while, okay, the market's slow, but every month, at the end of the month, beginning of the month, is going to be popping. So during those middle times, listen, people say you should have 7 streams of income. Start working on your second one or your third one during that downtime, right? You go do general notary work or apostilles, whatever it is. I would say don't be stagnant.
Right.
Period.
Yep. And don't always be a student and be willing to learn something new. I'm always trying to learn something.
Always. That's why I don't call myself an expert, because to me, and then people may disagree, I don't call myself expert, because if you just received something that you didn't know, you're not an expert.
Right.
You're still learning. You know what I mean? So listen, I can go on a whole tangent. It is
but
what it is.
We not.
No, we're not going to do it. We good. I just want everybody we should all be learning and growing together.
Right.
We're all going to one common goal. Some people may get there faster than others. But I think that just like with you, what you're doing with your business, you're a mentor, you're a coach.
I'm not. Stop using those words.
But you are. You are. I am too. But I don't know what word we should use.
Pork chops.
That's crazy. I don't even like pork. And I'm not,
Be a chicken wing. I'm a pork chop.
I ain't no chicken. All right, let's go back to the question. Kimberly says, I hate the word expert. Thank you. So do I. I think we're all learning. How to have access to married someone, huh?
To be a ordained minister and do the marriages. Miss LaTanya is killing it in Jersey with the marriage.
What?
Yes.
See, LaTanya, you're gonna have to talk next Saturday over some sangria. Just saying. I don't know if I could do it. My father is a pastor.
Oh, okay. That means that's more reason why you can. You got it in you. You got it in you.
So that's the website to becoming a wedding officiant in your state. It's called ULC, I believe.
Yeah, I'm ordained here in Virginia. I got to get with Miss Ashley. Miss Ashley does it too. Some reason, in Virginia, it's a little different. It's a little trickier in Virginia. But I've done a couple of weddings in North Carolina because I've got that ULC. And yeah, it's so much fun. I love doing weddings.
I love them. Let me find the website, because the website I just put up there is not right. What is the website? Let me see.
Hold on. It's called Universal Life. Let me see.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ulc.org. I put .com.
Oh, okay. Okay, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. What else? What else is there?
Yeah, that might be it. See anybody else got any other questions? I don't be knowing. I be skipping.
Hang on. Why are you so nervous?
Who nervous?
Nervous?
For her wedding tomorrow.
Oh, you have a wedding tomorrow? That's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Okay, there was another question here, but I got to see where it was. I had a person, Tarsha Johnson. I had a person that if you general notary work to sign in South Carolina metal certificate, and she should be prepared. What? Hang on. Let's try this again, Ty. I had a person, if you general work to sign South Carolina metal certificate, and she should be prepared. I explained to them to get me to take pictures, and I call in. I'm lost.
I'm lost. I don't know,
Like you're
Tarsha.
asking a question and you're wondering, you're just telling people that you call the NNA to get a question answered about metal certificates in South Carolina. I'm not sure. If you can rephrase your question, if you don't mind, Queen, and reposting, that would be awesome. Okay. Um, KP, thank you for the great information. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Great information. All right, so here's a question again. You blowing up, Ebony.
I see.
Question: is the class Ebony mentioned to learn loan signing on YouTube, Clubhouse, or Facebook? Can you say your class name again?
Okay, so the class mentioned to learn loan sign. I'm doing loan document training, loan documents, and it is a membership. And you go to www.757notarysisters.com. Time to sign. Or either you can join my Facebook group, and there's plenty. I think there's about 100 links in there, and you can join it there. I do it every first and third Saturday, and we review loan documents and do live sign, like what do they call mock signings?
Mock signings.
Yeah. So you can find it in my Facebook group, Time to Sign, or either you can go to the www.757notarysisters.com, which is a website, and it's under the events tab, and it's Time to Sign. $14.99 a month, and you can cancel anytime. You can do it one time. I would suggest, this is the first Saturday? Yeah. I would suggest if you do it this time, to keep it for the month so that you can get this Saturday and the 21st. And then maybe you'll say, okay, I don't need any more. Cancel it. I don't care. Just, cancel it and carry on. Or either you can keep it going. I know I've had a few people that are going to be returning, and then we do a Q&A, and we just break down these documents so that you're not nervous. I share, my spiel and how I go into my signings and what I say to get the signings completed.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting when we do the mock signing for New Jersey because, I get a lot of business with loan signings. I have like a lot of repeat customers, that type of thing. But the way that I do my stuff is completely different, right? Everybody, when you become a loan signing agent, you can go and do the classes, you can do all of those things, but you're still going to have to find your own mantra, right? Because people are going to know that you're a robot. People are going to know that you're uncomfortable. And I'm going to tell you, when you're at the table, they are staring through your soul, watching your every single move. So being in control of the table and all those kinds of things is important. So I would say if you're not going to be in the 757 Notary Sisters mock signing every other Saturday, get into the Facebook group because there's great information to help y'all as loan signing agents. But I'm going to tell you one more thing. Going back to the wedding officiant. I don't know if I could be a wedding officiant. I don't know that if I could stand in front of people and do nuptials. But people make a killing out of it.
Yeah.
A killing out of it. Yeah. So is being a wedding officiant the same type of business structure? Like you still have to create a business out of it. You have to do the whole thing. Is that like a separate thing as well? Or are you tied to a business or like a company and they source you out?
That's a good question. So for the universallife.org, they'll just email me.
Okay.
They'll just email me. But what I plan on doing is I'm going to structure it as a separate business. That's my plan.
Okay.
But I just know that Virginia is a little tricky with doing the wedding officiant. So I still need to mastermize how my plan is going to work out.
Okay. I like it. There's another question. I think we're going to get out of here in a second. Somebody said, congratulations, LaTanya.
Yes.
All right. So there was a question. Okay. From D. She says, can you do virtual wedding ceremonies?
Can you? I don't know. She said, no, she said you can do virtual wedding ceremonies.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you just dropped a bomb on me. Yes. Ma'am, and I was supposed to talk to you today. And I emailed you, ma'am. Yeah, we need to talk about these virtual wedding ceremonies. Okay. I need to book a call with you.
Yes. Erica TTV, I agree, KP. This has been a great live. Thanks, ladies. You're very, very welcome.
Oh, anytime.
Somebody says, old word, do virtual weddings. Yeah. Okay, Gillette Pope. Thumbtack offer leads. Yes, they do. And that stuff, I was about to curse. I've been cursing a little bit. But that stuff is popping. Wedding efficiency on Thumbtack is on fire, specifically in New Jersey. It's crazy busy.
Really?
Crazy, yes.
So what you're saying is pay the Thumbtack the $300.
Who paying $300?
Right. I had to cancel my Thumbtack. They took $300.
Why?
I don't know what that was.
You must have done like a credit or a promotion or something, but with Thumbtack, you get to choose how much you want to pay. Now, mind you, if you pay $5, you get in 2 to 3 leads, right?
Okay.
But the more you go up, you'll get more leads coming to you for Thumbtack. But on wedding efficiency, it's popping.
Hands down. All right. Up next.
On Thumbtack, you have to pay to play, but it's not just about waiting for the leads to come in, because there's a tab called opportunities. You can click on opportunities and just scroll down and see what customers reached out to a notary, got 0 responses, reach out to them. Even if they got responses, reach out to them. They may pick you, even though they reached out to 2 other people. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I can do a Thumbtack. I should do a Thumbtack.
Yes.
Okay. In South Carolina, we can legally do weddings. Okay.
Perfect.
All right, we're about to end in about 10 minutes. What is an average fee that wedding officiants charge?
I don't know what the average fee is, but for mine, I charge $175, and that's only because I have to drive to another state. And even though driving to another state is just 30 minutes away, because Virginia is so tricky. I've only done them in North Carolina. It takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to get there. So I was charging $175.
Okay, that's like loan signing money if you went direct.
Yeah.
Okay. D comes back again. A lot of marriages don't last. Is that why you don't want to do them? That's a really good question. Let me come back to it. Let me ponder. I'll come back to you. Kimberly, I don't want to stand in front of people. I feel you. Latanya says, yes, you have to market yourself for weddings as well. Google my business, wedding directories, word of mouth.
Okay.
I know how I believe in word of mouth. That was here before technology became. And I think it's still number one, in my opinion. Some states allow virtual weddings due to COVID. Okay, Tarsha came back. A person had a general notary work request to sign a South Carolina mental health certificate. The notary wanted to know how she should be better prepared for her signing. Explain to me what you would tell her. Good question.
How should she better prepare for her signing? Learn that document. Know what it says. Yeah, you doing a signing for somebody's mental health. I'm not sure if it's are you checking yourself into a mental health hospital, or are you signing a document saying that you're okay to come out of a mental health hospital? I don't know the exacts of it, but I would want to know what you are notarizing. And that's what will be able to prepare yourself. Know that document. Even if you have to tell them, send me the document. I need the document an hour before the signing. Don't show up without seeing it.
Yeah. I think that a lot of the times, like, how can I put this? There was a guy on Facebook, and I don't really like Facebook, even though I have a Facebook group that I'm still trying to curate. There was a guy online. He was like, "Oh, there's this dude wants to do an I-9, right? Mm-hmm. You know what an I-9 is, right?
Yeah.
You can't notarize them,
right?
But he came back and says, "Oh, but somebody came to me with an I-8." The guy was like, "There's no such thing. I never heard of it. Did you research it, or you already know, right?" So when people come and they say, "Hey, but I don't understand what this document means or this document means," Google's going to be your best friend, right? At the end of the day, we as notaries, we really don't care what the contents of the document is. But for me, I'm going to tell you something, Ebony, I disagree. Because God forbid they come back 10, 15 years later. "Hey, Ty signed this XYZ. What are you talking about? I didn't sign nothing. I didn't notarize. What are you talking about?" I want to know what the hell I'm signing. What document is it? Because anybody can forward something, right? We're supposed to be able to identify their driver's licenses. How we know it's not fake. Listen, I think we have to make sure that we cover ourselves all the time. The documents that are being presented to us by our customers, make sure you know what you're looking at, right? Period. So to your question, Tarsha, make sure you research, right? And at the end of the day, what's our legal disclaimer? We are not attorneys. We cannot provide legal advice. If you have questions about this document, please reach out to an attorney. That's what I would tell them if they have specific questions for you. Other than that, make sure you understand what the hell you're notarizing.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question. Thank you for answering, Ebony. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. There's a lot, Ebony. You have a lot of people. I love it. I love it. Hey, Casey, long time no talk to. Right? How are you doing the wedding officiant since Virginia notaries can't perform marriages? Can we be the officiant and partner with another notary? Thanks.
That's what I said. I'm going to North Carolina. I do mine in Elizabeth City, Camden County. That's what I said. Virginia is tricky. And in Virginia, you kind of can, it's a $500 bond. You got to fill out some paperwork. So if I know Joe and Sally are getting married on the 20th, I can go down to the county clerk's office, give them $500, put down their names. They'll give me back my $500 once the marriage license is turned in. So it's just too complicated for Virginia. But I can go to North Carolina and use, and this is separate from notary, and use the ULC thing that we were just talking about, and I can perform marriages there. So that's what I'm saying, is that I go down here, right? And if you live in 757 in Hampton Roads area, you just take 17, it's 30 minutes away, boom, you're in North Carolina. So that's where I'm performing, and I haven't done it in a while, but that's where I was doing a lot of my weddings, was over there. For people, I want to get married on the beach at Nags Head. Perfect, because I can come there and do your wedding.
Good answer. Casey, I hope that helped you and that answered your questions. Mental health certificate. So I will tell you, there's documents out there that people just create, right? And then they may go to an attorney, and an attorney may say, hey, this needs to get notarized, right? Some documents are not legit, if you will, right? So for instance, Nevada, anybody can create a warranty deed. There is nothing in Nevada laws that says I, as a person, can't come and just create a warranty deed, right? So how are you, as a notary, going to know, hey, this is legit between these two persons? Do you care, right? What if you get called into a case? What do you do? I just witnessed their signatures and I notarized it, and that was it.
I mean, that's what you did. Or what did you do? Or do you not sign?
If you can't find information, because I say Google everything. Sometimes there's stuff that's not on Google.
Yeah, so what call the NNA. I would call the NNA.
Is the NNA all the be all end all?
No, it's not the be all end all. But I'm definitely a member. I've definitely called on them, and they've definitely answered my questions.
Very interesting. I think they've been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
A long time. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this question. Ty, why do you say you don't know if you can do weddings? I'm just not, I'm an introvert. I may seem like I'm an extrovert, but I'm not. And I'm very shy. But once you get into my circle, if you will, because I'm an Aquarius, it's whatever. But weddings for me, it's not that they don't last or anything like that. I'm just a nervous person. It took me a long time to do this whole YouTube thing. So it's just my nerves. Even I'm a musician, right? But it has to be dark. I don't want to see nobody. That's the only way I can perform. So it's a thing. Okay. I can't afford Thumbtack, $150 up front. Y'all, I don't know what y'all talking about, Miss Kimberly, with the upfront cost. Y'all must have paid for an ad promotion or something. But typically when you go on Thumbtack, you get to choose the dollar amount that you want to pay. Now, if you did endless leads, that means they probably could charge you whatever, but they shouldn't be charging you until the lead is actually confirmed, right? So if they send you a lead, then you get charged. If you're going after leads, they're not going to charge you.
Yeah. You definitely need to. Yeah.
All right, I'll do a Thumbtack.
Yep.
I don't have a guest for Wednesday, so I'll do Thumbtack on Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay, we're almost done. CJ, what's up, King? Charge per lead. All right. Have not ever gotten paid from the signing. Have not ever gotten paid from the signing services. If so, how do you Okay. What's up, Miss Linda? What do you do, Ebony? There's a lot of people that have signing services that are out there. They do jobs for them. Some people have net 30, net 45, net 60, which basically means from the time of your signing, 30 days from that, you'll get paid. So, i.e., today is the 7th. If you did a signing today, if they're on net 30, that means you will not get paid until August 7th or whatever. Okay. So,
Okay.
if that term has passed, what do you do?
For me, what I found out was, it was lack of knowledge for me. It was, you ain't got paid because you didn't do your payroll. Oh, what I got to do to get paid? And that's what it was. I just had to call. I was like, hey, I've been working for you, blah, 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 blah. How do I get paid? And they were like, oh, you got to enter in, you got to put it all on an Excel sheet. And I'm like, damn, this Excel sheet back again? And then you upload it. And that's what I found out. I've never maliciously not gotten paid. I've only not gotten paid because I did not know their system. They didn't put it in black and white either. There's actually another company now that I've learned how to build them. And I've yet to build them because I just haven't had time. And every time I get a signing from them, I always say, okay, I'm not taking another signing until I bill them for the signings that I've already done. But I've never had I hear horror stories of I worked for this company and I didn't get paid. But I'm thinking that they don't have those signings in their notary gadget or on their spreadsheet to know. So I know I have a separate tab for signing order, because I know that signing order is a platform. And I know that their signings may come from different signing companies. So if I take an order from signing order, I need to know who I'm actually taking the signing from. And then I'm going to put down that date. And then I'm going to mark down what day I did the signing. And say if it's a net 30, I'm going to mark on my Excel sheet the 40th day to see if I've gotten paid by then. And then I know, hey, I may need to call. I've never needed to call. And that's how I track it. So it's all about tracking.
So what if they don't respond to you?
I don't know. I haven't had that happen yet. But I mean, I would get on the phone. I mean, I would have to just keep going. And then I know that they say that there's letters that you can write for demand of pay. You know, that there's different sequences that you can do to get paid. Fortunately for me, I've never had to experience that. Have I had to wait 30 days to get my payment? Yeah, but I expected that.
Got it. I haven't had any issues either yet. Not yet.
Yeah, we're not even speaking issues. We don't speak that. We speak money that's going to come in. Okay.
Nothing into the universe negative, but it happens. So I get it. Okay. Okay. So y'all are telling me Thumbtack's policy has changed. Not to deviate, Ebony, but Thumbtack. Okay. I'm going to do some research. Period. If you're in my Facebook group, I need for y'all. I'm going to do a poll on Thumbtack, and you tell me, do you want it on Clubhouse or do you want me to do a Zoom where I'm showing my screen, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're not in my Facebook group, please get in it. I'll post it and I'll do a poll and then I'll do it that way. Okay. Casey, she said, thanks, Ebony. Nag's Head is my favorite place. So thanks for the idea.
I can be your wedding officiant if you need to get married.
Okay. So we just talked about that. Yes, change it. Okay, don't you just need to know? Okay, so for this question, Erica, I'm not sure what question is that for. Don't you just need to know what notarial wording they need? Not sure what that question is for. If you can tell me, let me know. Yes.
Hey.
Okay, I think that is it. If there's no other questions, I think that's it. If I miss something, just plug it in the comments and I will get to it. Other than that, I mean, we've talked about a lot of things. A lot of things have been dropped. I am very proud of you for what you're doing. I'm elated that you said yes to come on the Abnormal Notary show. So thank you so much. What else? What else do you want to give people before we get out of here?
Yeah, be great. Be great with good intentions. Keep that energy up. Do what you got to do to make your business successful. Let's all win together. Let's not be against each other. Let's win together. Join my Facebook group. please. I drop a lot of knowledge. I try to go live in there every day, at least one time a day. It may be real short.
A lot. I don't know if I can do it, Queen.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be in the car making moves, and then I'll just think of something, and I'll be like, you know what? I want to say it out loud. So let me just tell the people. And you make the best decisions for your business. It's up to you. You know, I'm not saying my way is the only way to do it. The only thing I can tell you is the steps that I've taken. And don't think that I'm perfect. I have made mistakes. I am going to continue to make mistakes. I will learn. I will always be a student.
Yes.
Yeah. And let's learn and rock this thing out together. Because I like learning from you guys. I can recap on everything I got going on. And we can roll it out because I got time to sign up next. Yes, go ahead. I love it. I'll be in Jersey this weekend.
Get it done. All right. Rosie O. Have standard operating procedures in place, so you have systems in place to handle being paid. Yes and yes.
Yep.
Right. All these comments, I try to just click on them so we can get out of here. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. D, thank you so much, Ebony, for invite to this live. Definitely learned a lot. Awesome sauce. What's the website for wedding licenses? www.u as in umbrella, L as in Larry, C as in Charlie.org, ulc.org. Who is next? Got that. Got here late, but grateful. CC, no worries. For the nuggets dropped by you, Ebony and Ty, always great content. Thank you and blessings to you. Okay. I think we're out of here. We're done.
All right.
We're done.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. Y'all save these dates. September 12th. Jerron at King.
14th.
8/14 this Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Is it? Well, today is Saturday, the one that's coming. The 14th, that one. You know it. Meet us there at the restaurant. And let's get it. Like I say, September the 12th, Jerron Akeem. We doing the if you got a 9 to 5 and you trying to be a successful loan signing agent, let's get it. October 9th and 10th, Ultimate Notary Conference, Norfolk, Virginia. That's the biggest thing I've ever done in my life. Come out, show out, let's learn something. The lineup is freaking ridiculous. I could not believe it. So we learning how to put all these moving parts together. And I thank you for being here. I look forward to working with you, Ty. We're going to do some great things together.
I look forward to it.
All right. I will holler at you.
Yeah. See, they keep putting. I'm looking forward to October 9th and 10th. Yes. All right. So we are out of here. Thank you so much. As I always say, do not chase money, create it. Do not allow anybody to take you out of character. Continue in your journey, in your purpose, in your vision, and everything else will align as it's supposed to. So I think we're out of here.
All right.
I think we're out of here.
I'll see you in a bit.